For your skeleton project with charcoal, here are your basic assignments. Follow these guidelines, and that should get you most of the way to where you need to be. I have included a few examples here, and they're not quite exactly like what you're going to do, but we'll go over those real quick, give you some more ideas. So hopefully in this video, you'll get some more ideas about some specifics more than just the basics here as we go through this. So we're going to be drawing our skeleton from the classroom, Bucky. Let me just go through these 4 examples that I've got. You know what his favorite instrument is to play? I played it in high school also. It's called the trombone. And his favorite art class, I am kind of offended by this, but it's not drawing and painting like I teach, it's sculpture. So that's okay. I'll forgive him about that. So let's look at these a little closer though. This one you can see is drawn on white paper with the focus on shading on the bones themselves. A little bit of shading in the background, but mostly shadow and highlights on the bones. Go to this next one and you can see where the bones are definitely shaded. It's not just pure white paper, but there's more of an emphasis on shading the negative space. All the space behind, all the space between and through the ribs is shaded. This was white paper to begin with black charcoal added. So focus on shading the negative space. This is kind of more what I want you guys to focus on, is shading the negative space. Same with this one. Again, there is shading on the bones. It's not like you're going to leave those pure white, but shade the background. All right, I want you to shade the background. That way, in this kind of place here, around the skull where it's kind of light, if we don't have shading in the background, then we wouldn't see this edge. And I definitely don't want you to outline the bones in order to make those show up. One more thing to definitely not do is in the eyes, eye sockets, and the nose. Those are not just pure black shapes. Okay? I don't want anybody to turn in a drawing where these are just solid black shapes. If you do that, I will send it back and make you keep working on it. Here is another one where the negative space is shaded, but it's a good example of using the white charcoal as well. So you can see how there's black and white charcoal shaded on these bones. You guys will have the option of using black and white. You have to use the black. Using the white is optional. And then remember that you will also be using or adding 1 or more objects to the drawing. A lot of you are choosing to do flowers or vines or plants. There's lots of other things you can do as well. But whatever of those things you add, that might be a place to add some color. So with the colored pencils that you have, or chalk pastel, if you are able to get a hold of some of those, either one is fine. The colored pencil actually works fairly well if you do the colored pencil first, especially. And so I just need you to try that out. If you're going to do that, try that out in your sketchbook first so you can make sure you know how it works. So those are the examples for your reference. Remember, main assignment details are here. If you have any more specific questions, feel free to email or ask, and I will try to help you out.